Hello everyone, today we're taking another look at Uldor Dread Arena. It is on a Mutable X and it is currently a slice that shows you fighting in an arena against waves of enemies. I'm quickly going to check the quality because we had a slight issue with it last time. It looks like it's moving, but who knows? We'll soon see. So in this time we have tournaments, but we also, which are open. They're both currently closed at the moment, so we can't compete in a tournament, but we will just do the normal play. But you can see that there's several tournaments that you can actually play in. I did not do very well. I came ranked 15th in the last one. I just couldn't crack that 100 kills in the wave. They do now have multiple heroes you can select from. So we've got Uldor, who is just all-rounder. We've got Liner, that is really fast, really agile, but gets hit really hard. We have Jenku, who's again very fast and quick with a katana. And then we have Thokor, who is high defense, high health, hits hard, but is very slow. So depending on your playstyle, would depend on which one you pick. I am going to try this one with Lorena. Who knows? Okay, last time the controller really bugged out. So if it starts bugging out, it's the controller. But they did do an update, so hopefully it's right. Okay, controller finds. You can play controller or keyboard. Last time I played keyboard, but this time I'm going to give controller a go because I played a similar game recently on Steam with controller and I really liked it. I probably should have checked what the controls were. Okay, that feels all right. Nice. So as you can see, she is very good. Well, now I select. As you go between waves, you get a choice of upgrades, whether it's to stat boost, weapons, or abilities. I really like the curved daggers, so I'm going to pick them because they just increase her speed. She's really quick with them. Okay, it still looks okay. It doesn't get too janky as I play. Okay. Definitely feels smoother with a controller. I would recommend it. So it does have different like colors for how good the increase is. So 30% is really big, and they are randomly picked. So I'm going to pick that 30%, even though I might have liked the elixirs, which are kind of like your health potions. And let everyone come out of it. I think cutting them with a gate doesn't really work for her style. I do have one ability at the moment, which is my deadly bow strike, which is kind of one shot, one kill, but it just isn't what I want to be using right now. I don't like the double axes. They were actually quite slow, and she's built for speed, so to be quite slow really isn't what you want. I'm going to cheat actually, and I'm going to use my mouse and keyboard for the bow. Just to take out these big ones. So that was a bit of a cheat, and we're back. Back to controller. I wasn't sure how I would pick up switching to the bow. Still not going to pick up the double axes, but we are going to take 10% health. If I can crack 100, I would be very happy. And you can see that there's a range of baddies that come out. So we got this big guy with his 2 swords. We had some people earlier that just had big shields but were quite slow. We've got this assassin trying to stab me in the back. And kind of their different abilities mean you have to use different combos of hard and light attacks to try and get them. And then you need to run away sometimes. And sprint away, have a health pot, and then straight back into them. Okay. You can lock onto targets, but I find it easier not to, and just kind of wail in certain directions, because then you can hit multiple ones sometimes with the same stamina. Some stuff. We should let him out, but take down these skellies. Okay, 98, so we're about to touch 100. Go for strength so we hit harder. Probably should have gone for elixirs. Oh, that's cute. Got a dodge roll. Oh, this guy's big and he is hitting hard. Why have I stopped doing anything? No, he stabbed me in the back. 99? Oh, I thought we were going to hit 100. Right, we will try. So Thokor is pretty much the complete opposite. Hits really hard but goes really slowly. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Okay, just checking what defend is, because he can do this, and he goes stab, 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 and stab, 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 stab. Okay, that was some good stabbing. 5 elixirs is gold, so we'll pick that up. With him, I actually do want the new weapons. I'm not a big fan of using a shield. A bit cowardly. Much more big weapons kind of guy. Just if I get hit, I get hit. Just how you roll. He doesn't really have the speed for sprinting away from stuff, and he has very little stamina, so you do have to be very mindful of that if you start button smashing too much. We'll get stamina. Needs a bit of help with his stamina. Because you can see he's on 77, whereas she was on about 100, I think, 102. And she hit a lot quicker. And used a lot less stamina, so overall she could just keep spamming. This one you have to be a bit more controlled and make sure that your hits actually hit, because otherwise you could be in for a rough day. But at the same time, a lot more forgiving if you get hit. Okay, so he's out of stamina, so how come he's pooped at the moment? definitely clears waves a lot slower. Does increase up if you get a new weapon though. Okay, so now we've got the halberd, and it's much slower, but it can really chop down a lot of people. Definitely more about getting the length right with it than with her weapons. The only problem is that some of the quick enemies you just aren't quick enough for. Royal Lance. I wasn't a big fan of the Lance, so we're going to go health. With this, I prefer using the quick attack because it still hits really hard and it doesn't seem to use much stamina at all. Put a trap down. Hehehe. Just check I can't walk over it. Yeah, that's good. So we'll lure someone into the trap. Boom. Just blows his legs off. I think it's a one-time thing though, so I think rather than putting it into the center, you probably want to put it somewhere else to lure the right target onto it. Okay, we've got our stamina, that's causing us some problems. But no, that was a quick look at what's new with Uldor. The new heroes really give a flexibility to the game, so you can actually decide how you want to play it. The waves and the mixture of baddies mean that you can't just keep spamming the same combination of buttons, and you actually have to think it through. I still don't find the abilities particularly useful. If anything, I find they break my flow slightly because you kind of have to stop to use them. Some of the heroes are definitely easier than others to get further along the line, but my favourite would have to be the quick female, because it just means that you can kind of get through the levels a bit quicker. But you've just got to be a bit careful about when you get hit. In terms of the tournaments, they were quite fun. People got quite high scores. I ranked 15th and I think I scored about 98, so people were really pulling out all the stops to try and rank quite highly. If you feel competitive, make sure to kind of have a look out for any new tournaments. I think the next one was the 1st of September that was coming up. Don't know anything about it, but that is what it's for. So again, mentioning they're just on Immutable X, and this is part of the Immutable X Advocates program. I'm taking a look at some of their games. There's other games on Immutable X as well to keep an eye out for, and this will be Uldor. It is only a slice at the moment. Eventually it's going to be an MMORPG, but it's interesting to see the kind of combat mechanics in place and actually get to test it out as they're building it through. But thanks for joining me. I'll catch everyone in a bit, and remember to play games that you enjoy, and I'll see you later. Bye now.